Today we're building a wooden bench to give you a beautiful place to sit outside and enjoy the great outdoors. I'm Todd and this is Done DIY. This project will take a couple hours to build, and you can pick up the materials at your local Dunn Lumber. Check out the blog post for the full tutorial on this project, and if you're watching on YouTube, click the link below. To start, we'll need to cut our wood to size. For a bench 31 inches long, 13 inches deep, and 18.5 inches tall, cut 6 2x4s to 31 inches, 4 2x4s at 15 3/16, 8 2x4s at 15 inches, and 10 1x4s to 18.5 inches long. At this point, we'll want to sand all of our rough cuts before we begin securing them together. Now lay out the pieces for the front tier of your bench. For this step, grab two 15 3/16 inch long 2x4s and one 31 inch 2x4. It's important that these pieces are flush and at right angles. Using a speed square will help you set things square and flush. Next, we'll lay out and secure the second tier of our bench. Place two 18.5 inch 1x4s directly on top of the shorter 2x4s. Align the boards so they are flush at the top with the 31 inch long 2x4 and perpendicular to it, just like the 2x4 below. To screw it in place, we used finish head screws, as the small heads won't get in the way from layer to layer, and on the last layer the heads will not show. Screw the layer in place with 1 5/8 inch screws, placing 2 screws into the 31 inch piece and 2 into the 15 3/16 inch piece on each side. Now let's add the third tier. This tier is almost identical to the first tier. The only difference is that it uses two 15 inch 2x4s. We'll save the two slightly longer 2x4s for the last tier. Square them up so they're flush on the top and sides, and then we used 3-inch screws from here on out because they add that much more strength to the bench. Be careful to avoid the screw heads in the tier below. Next, just repeat the previous steps, checking the alignment of each layer before you screw the boards into place. Remember to leave your two 15 3/16 inch long 2x4s for the last layer. Once you've secured all the boards into place, it's time to sand. Even with attention to detail, some boards may stand proud of their neighboring boards. If you want to minimize that variance, simply sand the board down. And that's it! Your bench is built and ready for you to take a seat. We hope you enjoy your new sitting spot, and we'll see you next time on Done DIY.